Hey guys, JT here with not so much of an unboxing, but it's going to be my first up close personal look at the Traxxas UDR. This is a friend, he let me borrow it, so I'm going to be doing a review on this. I'm going to show you guys, just kind of go through the car as little bit as I can and try to make it pretty quick. And then I'll get some running videos up of this as well. Now, I've run this car before, and as I start running, I'll give you some of my thoughts on the truck running and stuff like that. But right now, this is going to be more of an overview, kind of like an unboxing, but it's not an unboxing. But anyway, you guys know that this car comes with the Traxxas TQI radio. It does have TSM on here as well, so that's going to be good because that's going to help with some of the stability of the car as well. Now, just looking at the car, this comes in two colors. It's this color, and then they got a white and orange, and I think it's like a fox car. I can't remember the name of it right off bat, but I'm pretty sure you guys will put something in the comments to adjust my words on that. So, but anyway, he got this one particular here, and I actually kind of like this color scheme a little bit more because, as you do see here, there are some minor scrapes and stuff on the top of the body, and I think the other one with the white on it, when you start running, especially on concrete and you flip it, it's going to show more of these skid marks and stuff on top of the car. So, but anyway, this body is Lexan, and if you guys can see there, it is held in by screws. Now, this isn't one of those quick release bodies where, like the Rustler 4x4, the X-Max, and even the new Revo as well have that quick latch where you just flip it and then the top comes off. You have to actually go in and remove these screws. There's 4 up top. There's actually 1 back here, and then it's 2 on each side. So you're looking at, what is that, about 10 screws total that you need to remove in order to get this off. And that's just going to remove this top part of the body. The figures and stuff will remain in there, but then you'll see kind of the frame of this as well. So this truck does have some really good detail in it. You guys see it has the fire extinguishers on the back. Excuse me, to try to give it more of a scale look with that as well. And this does have 2 usable rear wheel tires on here as well, or not just rear wheel, but real tires that you can actually use. If these start kind of wearing down, you can actually change those out and use these on your actual car. So with this, as far as the suspension setup, this is kind of set up to give it more or less a lot of that real world view when the car is actually running and leaning to the left and right with that. And you guys can see kind of the way that suspension is working in the back there. It kind of reminds me of a grasshopper there with that. So this truck is 4 to 6S capable. I'm pretty sure you can probably run a 2 or 3S on it, but it's going to be pretty slow, and you might end up puffing your batteries. With this, you can run a single 4S pack if you do have a looper with a Traxxas connector on there. I may try to do that as well, because I do have a couple of 4S packs I want to run instead of trying to do 2S, 2S lipos in series. So I believe I have a looper. If not, I can go ahead and solder one of those up real quick. So real quick, I'm going to turn this bad boy over and look at the underside of this. Now, the tire compound on here is pretty hard with it, which is good, because if it was too soft, you would probably have problems with the ballooning, especially on 6S, and then kind of wearing the tire compound a lot as well. So this is going to help when you drive on asphalt, if you drive on asphalt, because it's not going to get as much traction and cause the truck to flip over more times than it actually needs to, because this will flip pretty easily on 6S if you're trying to go into a corner real hard, and I'll show that to you guys. I'm not going to try to deliberately flip it, but you'll see how it's kind of leaning over and on 2 wheels if you go into a corner on 6S full speed. But I'll show you a lot of that in some of the running videos with it as well. The battery component is in here. You just literally flip this switch and you push this forward like this, and bam, you got access to the actual battery trays there. To get the batteries in, you flip that back, and if I can get this done, you flip that out, and that's your component for your batteries. Now, the space is somewhat limited, but you can fit some standard packs in there, or a standard 4S LiPo, and possibly even a 6S LiPo. It is deep enough to where you can fit probably about a 5,000 milliamp 6S LiPo. It might be kind of a tight fit, but you can fit it in there. The one thing that kind of concerns me with this, and with any car, not just this one, even the Super Baja Ray and stuff, is how much air is actually going to get in there, because I don't see any vents or anything to let any air get in there. So on a hot day, This can maybe cause some of your battery packs to possibly puff up. I doubt it. But since there's no air circulating in here, it will contract a lot of heat down there as well. But I haven't heard any complaints or seen any from any forums with it. So anyway, that's where the actual 2 batteries plug in there. So yes, you are limited to Traxxas compatible female battery connectors. So you don't actually have to buy the Traxxas batteries. You can find batteries that still have the Traxxas female connector on there and use those. But they do kind of limit you with it. I'm not sure if this is kind of like Losi does with theirs, where you can actually go in, and this is part of the speed controller as well, where you can take those out. So that has yet to be discovered by me, but we'll take a look at that possibly at another time as well. Speaking of the system and stuff, this comes with the VXL 6S speed controller. You guys see that in there. That's the same one that comes in the eRevo 2.0. Excuse me, but not so much in the X-Max. They did come in the 6S version, but when they upgraded that, they actually used a different speed controller for that. And the motor is a 2200 kV motor. It's basically kind of a Castle remake, or a motor that Castle possibly makes for Traxxas for that. So it's going to give it pretty good performance. I believe stock out the boxes is a 27 tooth 32 pitch pinion gear, but I believe it's got a 5mm shaft on there as well. It's got to have it for that motor. So we'll take a look at that a little bit more as after we do some running with this and I give some of my final thoughts. But I wanted to go ahead and show this to you guys, let you know what's going to be coming probably in the next couple of days and weeks and so of getting this out. I'll do some speed tests with this on 4S and also 6S so you guys can see some of the speed of this as well. So as always, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. And if you have one of these, let me know what you think about it, the performance-wise and all that. Like I said, I've driven this one before, just for a few minutes here and there, so I kind of know some of the performance to expect from it, but I haven't driven in some of the areas I've driven over where I'm at. So it's going to be interesting to see how this handles in a couple of those areas, and then, of course, going just to the park and running out in the open field and stuff. So don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos, and as always, thanks for watching.